Hey everyone, welcome back to Korean One Spoon, 한국어 한 스푼. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Riley. Really happy to be back for episode 2.
Before we get into the language today, we actually have something exciting to share. The animation for episode 2 has gotten a serious quality upgrade.
Oh, it really shows. I watched it before recording and, honestly, the visuals are on another level compared to episode 1. Everything feels more polished, more cinematic.
We're always working to make this show the best it can be for everyone learning Korean with us. And this is just the beginning. We're going to keep pushing the quality further with every episode. So if you haven't seen the animation yet, go watch it first. You won't be disappointed.
Seriously. And then come back here and we'll break everything down. We appreciate you being on this journey with us.
All right, into episode 2. Quick recap. Hyunjin and Dahee met for the first time in episode 1, thanks to Seolbing charging straight at Hyunjin on a campus bench. And episode 2 picks up a few days later. They run into each other again, completely by coincidence, at the campus library.
Hyunjin is deep in study mode, exam season, textbooks everywhere. And Dahee is studying at the same library when her phone goes off.
Not just any notification sound.
Seolbing's bark. As her ringtone. In a quiet library. She forgot to put it on silent.
The look on her face, the panic, very relatable content.
And they catch each other's eyes across the room. Then they step outside to actually talk for the first time. No chaos, no dog jumping on anyone.
It's a warmer, quieter episode, and the language reflects that. Today we're covering 잘 지냈어요? How have you been? The expression for when you meet someone again after time apart. 또 보네요, a warm, natural way to say, we meet again. 덕분에, thanks to you, always used positively. And 기회가 된다면요, a soft way to say, if the chance comes up. Very Korean, very useful.
I'm especially excited about 잘 지냈어요. Such a simple phrase, but I feel like there's a lot going on underneath it.
There really is. Let's get into it.
죄송합니다.
The panic on her face when that notification goes off. In a library. During exam season.
The setting does so much work. Everything about this scene is contrast. The quiet library, the bark notification, the whispered apology. It shouldn't work, and yet it's completely charming.
And she says, 죄송합니다 twice. That repetition feels very real.
It does. When you've really caused a disruption in a public space, especially somewhere quiet like a library, 죄송합니다 is the word that comes out. It's the most sincere, most serious apology in Korean. And the fact that she says it twice, that's pure panic energy. She's just saying it again because once doesn't feel like enough.
And she's whispering the whole time, which is just the perfect detail. Even the apology has to be quiet.
She can't even apologize properly. Everything is muffled and urgent at the same time. Very relatable situation.
Okay, let's go to the next scene.
또 보네요. 잘 지냈어요?
잘 지냈어요. 현진 씨는 잘 지냈어요?
저도 잘 지냈어요. 우리 같은 학교였네요.
그러네요. 아까는 죄송해요. 알람 설정이요.
괜찮아요. 덕분에 시험 기간에 웃었어요. 설빙이 소리예요?
네.
또 보네요. 잘 지냈어요? That opening line is so smooth.
It really is. 또 보네요. 또 means again, 보다 means to see. But the way it lands is warmer than just, we meet again. There's a kind of gentle surprise to it, like, oh look, here we are again. It doesn't sound like a statement, it sounds like a feeling.
And right into 잘 지냈어요? This is the episode's big one.
This is the one. 잘 지냈어요? How have you been? 잘 means well. 지내다 means to get by, to spend your days. So, literally, did you spend your time well? Which we say as, how have you been? The important thing is, this is not a replacement for 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요 is your greeting. 잘 지냈어요 comes after. It's for someone you've already met, checking in on how things have been since you last saw each other.
So they met in episode 1, and now a few days later, this is the natural follow-up.
Exactly. And notice how the conversation flows. 잘 지냈어요 is the question. 잘 지냈어요 is the answer. Same words, but the question rises and the answer lands flat. Then Dahee immediately returns it. Hyunjin 씨는 잘 지냈어요? That bounce back is key. It's the most natural shape for this exchange.
우리 같은 학교였네요. And that last bit, 였네요? It sounds like a surprise.
It is a surprise. 우리 같은 학교 is our same school. 같은 means same, 학교 means school. So we go to the same school. And that 네요 at the end carries this warm, just realized feeling. Like, oh wow, I'm only just realizing this now. He's genuinely surprised to discover they're at the same university. The line wouldn't feel the same without it.
Yeah, if you just said 우리 같은 학교예요 flat, it would feel totally different.
Much more matter of fact. The 네요 makes it feel like the realization is happening live, right in front of you.
아까는 죄송해요. 알람 설정이요.
아까 means earlier or just now. So 아까는 죄송해요 is I'm sorry about earlier. Clean and natural. And then 알람 설정이요? It was the alarm settings. She's explaining why her phone went off without finishing the sentence. She just trails off. They both know what happened. She doesn't need to say more.
It feels like she's too embarrassed to spell it all out.
Exactly. And that trailing off is very natural Korean. You don't always need to complete the thought. The context fills it in.
덕분에 시험 기간에 웃었어요. I love this line.
This is such a warm thing to say. 덕분에 means thanks to you, but it always carries a positive meaning. If something good happened because of someone, you use 덕분에. So, thanks to you, I got a laugh during exam season. He's completely flipping the situation. What could have been embarrassing for her, he's framing as a gift.
That tells you so much about who he is as a person.
It really does. And 덕분에 is very useful beyond this context. 선생님 덕분에, thanks to my teacher. 부모님 덕분에, thanks to my parents. Anytime something good happened because of someone, 덕분에 is the word.
And then, 설빙이 소리예요? Was that 설빙's sound?
He figured it out. 소리 means sound. So, is that Seolbing's sound? He's put it all together. And Dahee's response, just 네, says everything. One quiet syllable trailing off. Complete surrender.
It's perfect.
설빙이는 잘 지내요?
설빙이도 잘 지내고 있어요. 강아지 좋아하세요?
네, 설빙이 또 보고 싶네요. 또 볼 수 있겠죠?
그럼요. 기회가 된다면요.
Oh, 설빙이는 잘 지내요? He's using the key expression for a dog.
This is the emotional anchor of the whole episode. 잘 지냈어요? Is what you ask a person. But here, Hyunjin uses the same pattern. 잘 지내요? For Seolbing, a dog. And it works completely naturally in Korean. The expression extends to anyone or anything you care about. 부모님은 잘 지내세요? How are your parents? 고양이는 잘 지내요? Is your cat doing okay? Same pattern. It scales with care.
So he's not making small talk. He's genuinely asking about Seolbing.
And that's exactly why it lands as a moment. It shows real warmth.
설빙이도 잘 지내고 있어요? 도 means to, right?
Exactly. Do is to/also. Seolbing is doing well too. And it quietly echoes the 저도 잘 지냈어요 from earlier in the scene. Me too. Seolbing too. The same expression looping back through the conversation.
강아지 좋아하세요? Do you like dogs? Simple but sweet.
It's warm and sincere. She's genuinely curious about him. And 좋아하세요? Do you like? Is one of the most useful question patterns in Korean. 커피 좋아하세요? 음악 좋아하세요? Slot in whatever you're curious about.
설빙이 또 보고 싶네요. I'd love to see Seolbing again. That neo again. The same feel as 또 보네요 earlier.
Right. 보고 싶다 means to want to see. And with neo, it comes out as a feeling surfacing in the moment. Not, I have decided I want to see Seolbing, more like, I find myself wanting to see him. Honest and a little unguarded.
And then, 또 볼 수 있겠죠? We'll get to see him again, right? He's hopeful but not assuming.
It's a gentle question seeking reassurance. Not, let's make a plan, just, that'll happen, right? Very natural for where they are in this relationship.
And Dahee's response, 그럼요. 기회가 된다면요.
그럼요. Of course. Short, warm, emphatic. And then, 기회가 된다면요? 기회 means opportunity or chance, and the whole phrase means if the chance comes up. It's open and warm without making a firm promise, just keeping the door open gracefully.
It doesn't feel evasive at all. It feels kind.
That's the key distinction. It says, yes, I hope so too, while being graceful about the uncertainty. Very characteristically Korean, leaving room without closing anything down.
벌써 시간이 이렇게 됐네요? 다시 공부할까요?
네, 좋아요. 오늘 대화 즐거웠어요.
벌써 시간이 이렇게 됐네요. 벌써 means already, right? And that neo again.
Exactly. 벌써 is already. The whole line is time has already gotten to this point, meaning he lost track of time. And the neo makes it feel like the realization is landing right in this moment. Oh, it's already this late. A very natural way to wrap up a conversation.
And 다시 공부할까요? Shall we go study again? It's such a gentle way to suggest heading back.
다시 is again, 공부하다 is to study, and 할까요 is how you make a soft shall we suggestion. Not commanding, not assuming, just a gentle invitation. Very considerate.
And Dahee closes it beautifully. 오늘 대화 즐거웠어요.
오늘 is today, 대화 is conversation. 즐거웠어요 is was fun. Simple, warm, sincere. It's a lovely way to end an encounter, acknowledging the moment before it passes.
Okay, let me try to recap what I took away from episode 2. So today I learned that 잘 지냈어요 is the how have you been expression for when you meet someone again after time apart. And the natural flow is question to answer to return the question. 잘 지냈어요? 잘 지냈어요. 현진 씨는요?
That three-part pattern is going to serve you so well. Get it into your mouth until it feels automatic.
I learned that 잘 지냈어요 isn't just for people. Hyunjin uses the same pattern to ask about Seolbing. 설빙이는 잘 지내요? If you care about it, you can ask.
The expression scales with your heart. One pattern, endless situations.
I learned that 덕분에 means thanks to you, and it's always positive. When something good happened because of someone, that's the word. Hyunjin using it to flip the alarm situation was such a gracious move.
One of those expressions that makes you sound genuinely warm, rather than just polite.
And I learned 기회가 된다면요, if the chance comes up. A soft, considerate way to keep things open without pressuring anyone. Very useful for early friendships.
Perfect for exactly this stage of Hyunjin and Dahee's relationship. All right, try it yourself challenge. Practice this full exchange out loud. Ask, answer, and return it. 잘 지냈어요?
네, 잘 지냈어요. 네임 씨는요?
저도 잘 지냈어요.
And for bonus points, try 설빙이는 잘 지내요? For someone or something you care about. Your pet, your friend's cat, your houseplant. That was such a warm episode. The library setting, the alarm going off, Seolbing's bark as a ringtone. The storytelling in this one is just really good.
And the animation quality. Seriously, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. We really poured everything into this one.
It shows. Can't wait to see what happens next.
Neither can I. And honestly, I think things are about to get even more interesting for Hyunjin and Dahee. Until then, 한 스푼씩 천천히 같이 가요. One spoon at a time. See you next episode.
안녕!
안녕!